Hi, friends. Today we'll be talking about the secret to adulting. Have you ever thought to yourself that, this adulting thing is overrated? Or, like me, at some point, you said that being an adult is actually a scam. The scam does into growing up. And you've thought to yourself that I wasn't fully ready for this. And when we're much younger, we look at grown-ups around us and we'll be like, I can't really wait to get to that stage of life. They seem to have this freedom, they seem to have everything, all together. But here we are as young adults, and we realize that it's not as easy as it seems. It comes with a lot of hard work, it comes with a lot of responsibilities. There are 1001 life decisions you have to make, and you're thinking, can anyone answer these questions? But apparently you need to figure out those questions yourself. I don't know if you can relate to what I'm saying. Questions like, what's next? I actually used to dread that question, what's next? And questions like, should I go to college? Should I remain in college? Should I go for that job offer? Should I date this person? Should I get out of this relationship? No, questions like, just have to do with, life decision. And it just seems like it's a lot of work. But you know what? I've discovered that there's a secret to adulting without being, overwhelmed or burnt out or just being tired of life. And the secret is actually being a child. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but the thing is, the secret is to navigate this season is to be a child of God. And when you know that you're a child of God and you know that God is a good father, the season will be, it won't be as difficult, as overwhelming as it seems, because God takes care of his own. He's a good father, and that is what he does. He is responsible for our upkeep, is responsible for our life, and is good at what he does. Just like a parent would anticipate the need of a child, they provide feeding, shelter, clothing, they provide what the child needs. Basically, it's the same thing with God, that is there to answer our questions, to take away the worries, to help us navigate the season. And I've been talking, for God for a long time. Let's see what God has to say for himself in his word. So I'd like to read from Isaiah chapter 49, verse 15. Okay, so I'll backtrack a little bit to verse 14 to give a little bit of context. Zion says, the Lord has abandoned me, the Lord has forgotten me. And verse 15, God replies, can a woman forget a nursing child, or lack compassion for the child of her womb? Even if this forgets, yet I will not forget you. Look, I have inscribed you on the palms of my hand. You see, when God was answering this, it's very interesting to see that he used the relationship between a nursing mother and a nursing child. And that's because the bond between these two is very tight. But God is saying that beyond that, even if a nursing mother will forget her child, which is very hard to think of, it's the same way that I will never forget you. Look, I have inscribed you on the palms of my hands. You're forever in front of me. You're forever on my mind. So if we have that, knowledge, if we have that knowing that, yes, I am a child of God and God is a good father and he can never forget me, he's here to help with, my questions, is here to help me, to take care of me. And knowing that will just help us to navigate, this season of adulting, which much more less stress. And that is what we all need, isn't it? Yeah, so today, as we go on, I just want you to remind yourself and keep telling yourself that I am a child of God. Be fully convinced in this truth, that you're God's child and God is a good father and he's got you. So he's got your back and you can rely and trust in him. All right, thank you so much. Until next time, remember that you're perfectly loved by a perfect father.